English Broken Businesses. We are all about Black excellence, bringing local entrepreneurs together to inspire and motivate you through business.
So it's simple. What you can do is to listen to this story and be inspired, and show to you guys nothing is impossible. If they can do it, so nathi singayenza bantwana basekhaya. Sit down and chill and listen to this wonderful story.
Follow your dreams.
It's English Broken Business once again, Batibeke Libeke, Ivigi Nevigi. It's a thirsty Thursday. Every Thursday we bring you nothing but the best mouth-watering stories from Ekasi. These are stories that are here to inspire you, to motivate you, and most of all to remind them that Sekai, it is possible, you can make it. If they could make it, now you can make it. And Jay and Joyelo Bafetu, I would love to thank our subscribers, our patriots, Abantu who are always watching our videos, liking and also commenting. Bafetu, thank you so much for following our content. And if you are new to our site, you are new to our videos, we are please click the like button and also the subscribe button. Do share the video with your friends and family, and also let's just get the ball rolling. Namhlanje bafethu njengenjwayelo, I have Grootman, I have time, I have Themba bafethu esani yazini. Namhlanje bafethu like MaBrrr phakathi kwalanga bafethu eskom. We're invited by Grootman himself. He's here to share with us the life and times of the Fassies. Grootman, di shapuza
Exactly, John, bro.
Grootman la. You look young, you look fresh.
Well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
How is life though?
Well, life is problematic, you know, it's the same things.
Sure.
Just different days. So I'm trying to say, your life is what you make of it.
Sure.
Kuphuma kuwe ukuthi uziphethe kanjani, wenza ntoni, ungabi hater, but ube ne passion for everything that is positive.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best I could say.
Wow. Okay, so you've got any secret maybe we see how do you keep yourself so young? Because as I'm watching you, Jackson, you are around 20, 26, 28.
Yeah, I'm around there.
Yeah.
Well, primarily,
sure.
I do my water.
Oh.
I do a lot of water and I do a lot of veg.
Okay.
I got a blender there, man. So what I do, I take veg, about parsley, about cucumber,
sure.
About what is this? Marrow. What do you call those green things? And I get your spinach, and then I get the grapefruit, the apple, avocado,
sure,
plain yogurt,
sure,
and a spoon of peanut butter.
Is it?
And mix it all in a blender. Okay, of course you cut all those.
Yeah. No, you're tall, yeah.
And then you dice them, and then put them with fruits.
Sure. And
then put them in a blender, and then you get a smoothie.
Jeez.
Instead of doing your eggs and bacon and you know,
wow.
I kind of.
So you just gave us the recipe of how to look young, keep young.
Well, no, I want to believe that this thing is viral because of social media. You will find good this thing is easily accessible to everybody.
Sure.
It's a question of where now we have bigger izinto and start kanjani.
Okay, all right. No, you look good. You look good.
Thank you. You also look exquisite, man.
Thank you, my love.
Sure.
You know, we are very proud and we are very fortunate, if I should put it that way. You know, Tina is English Broken Business. We are proud of ourselves. Finally, we've made it to the Fassie home, you know. And just before we came, Sizoqala shooter, there were guys from overseas that we haven't seen for years, you know. So that shows how busy it is. Schedule sakho, you always meet people, you know, there's always people coming in, there's tourists coming in, interested in your story, and just you nje opening the gates.
Well, it's not
for
my
us.
story.
Yeah.
I'd like to call it the Fassie dynasty.
Yeah. The Fassie, that's how I wanted to put it. So siyabonga, you know, opening the gate, opening the doors, and also your heart, you know, ukuthi singene, so was also nathi ukuthola maybe a smaller nyana pick of who the Fassies are, you know.
Okay. Well, my mom and dad, they met in a gig.
Oh, okay.
They met in a gig. My mom was a piano player.
Is it?
And my dad was a singer and a piano player.
Sure.
My dad was also a soccer rider. My dad was a rugger rider. My dad was a comedian. My dad was a cricketer.
Sure.
He wore many hats. My dad really wore many hats.
Sure.
And, but primarily, the man was a comedian because we would laugh the whole day. Even if there was no food at home.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, but we're always happy.
Yeah, because there's music, you know. My dad would sit on the piano. And then wherever you are in the house, you must just take your part. When he plays a certain song, you know how the song goes and you must sing your part. Don't sing somebody else's part.
Okay.
So that was the norm at home. So, so there was always a song in my house. Yes.
Wow. So you are brought up by two musicians, right?
Yes.
Because they were both in love with music.
Yes.
And they met at a gig.
Sure.
Then that's how you guys
and here
came.
we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how has it got to get growing up, you know, with dad, mom, and obviously your other siblings?
Okay. Well, bekunengoma la ekhaya in such a way that there was bekune piano.
Yeah.
And it's just for information, if ufuna ibuza ukuthi kuphi lo piano nayi yele.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah, ile piano le.
How old is this piano?
This is a 1938 piano.
1938?
Yes.
Jeez.
From my granddad
Sure.
and my dad.
Your dad, yeah.
Yes. I think my dad was given this piano by his dad or granddad, you know.
Sure.
It comes a long way, this piano.
Sure. There's history.
Yeah, there's history. Yeah. In fact, I've written about it, so that's a story for another
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so nikhula kunjani edladleni? How many siblings did you have though?
There was 11 of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
You quite a lot.
Yeah. So, and we were very fortunate that our musicians, amaningi, around this community of Langa,
Sure.
even Gooks, you know, Stellenbosch, you name it.
Sure.
Maybe this is like because there was a piano. Now musicians, it was best for musicians to come and rehearse at a house that has got a piano.
I get you.
Because there were not a lot of pianos around Kwalanga at the time. Yeah, I mean, if I can pick a number, maybe there's 6 or 5.
The whole township.
Yes, you know. So because my dad was a musician, so they would come, all these musicians, and I'm talking of big names, people like Obra Caps Nkanuka, Obra Pax Gono, Obra Aspros Poyo, John Chibilikwana, Danai Jova, you know. Abu Sylvia Mtunyela, you know Sylvia Mtunyela, yes. So, yeah, man, so let's hot man abasisi bebesiza la bazo rehearse ingoma zabo.
Sure.
So we would. That's why in city bekunengoma like for as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
That's how I grew up.
Wow.
Ikhulele engomeni ndo.
Engomeni.
Uthandisa amazwi ayo tsho kanjalo.
Yeah, ngikhulele engomeni. Wow, that's lovely. So now the love of you guys like venturing or making music a career, because now it's 11 of you. Each time there's like maybe during the week or weekends, Lama Krotman will come, Lama sister will come and start practicing. And did that also maybe spark something inside of you guys, or a timer or your old lady or whoever ending could like point to man, there's something about umtimbani Themba, or there's something about MaBrrr, or
Well, no. Mina ngikhule njengentwana nje ebhayizayo lapha nje. So
okay,
mina lesi sikhathi ngikhuluma ngaso, I was still a young boy.
yeah.
But whenever these guys are not here and even my parents are not home, then I
Sure.
would sit on the piano, because when my dad plays, which I just used to watch him.
Oh, okay.
I just used to watch him, you know. So when he's not home, then I would imitate what he was doing.
Yeah.
But again, let me tell you this, because my dad, he taught us how to sing and how to harmonize. That really sharpened my ear, because in this idiom, music idiom,
Sure.
you've got to have an ear. Then everything else will be easier. You know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's good to go at school and learn. You know, we call it amaqhudu.
Yeah.
You know, in this so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I eat musical notes.
Yes,
You know,
yes. Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. But the ear, what I'm saying, what I'm trying to emphasize is that the ear is very good. You are able to remember and harmonize with what you heard
Sure.
and what's in you.
Yeah.
What's within you, in your ear. I
Yeah.
mean, in your mind. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Kanjalo nje.
Okay, all right. So now let's go to the Fassie. The Fassie family, as like, because it's a musical family, and it's the Fassie, all of you guys, you are talented when it comes to umculo, no? But now we have this great icon. I will call her the great icon. Mrs. MaBrrr, may her soul continue to rest in peace. How was your relationship with her growing up
Okay.
as a sister?
Yeah, MaBrrr. Omunye umuntu lo.
Is it?
Yeah, so Brenda is the last born here at home.
Oh, okay.
When she was young, very young, I'm talking about the age of 2, 3 years, she would just sit next to a speaker, you know, and listen to the radio and sing with the radio. Each and every song that comes in, she's singing with it.
Yeah.
And so I guess to compress this long history, because it can take me a long time to talk
Sure.
about Brenda.
Sure.
But let me compress it.
Yeah.
Because all my brothers could sing and play an instrument here. In fact, all my big brothers, Uprajep, the first born, Prajep, Upramonti, the second born, Praveza, the third born, they could all play piano and they could all sing.
Sure.
And my dad could also sing. And my late, and the guy in Zime move again,
Sure.
Umtiba, you know, sing. And, well, I could sing as well. Because my dad taught us to sing.
To sing, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say, Brenda, she catapulted all that. In other words, she, like I say, the Fassie dynasty was already well known in all black townships,
Okay.
communities.
Sure.
Ngendaba yomculo, long before Brenda was born, you know. Yeah. So, so I was saying, Brenda surpassed
All of you
all
guys.
of us. The talent that we had.
The 10 of you guys, because you were 11.
I'll tell you a story. When she was 9, we went to, there was this competition. It was apartheid era. Ne?
Yeah.
There were whites, colors, Indians, you name it, Muslims and darkies.
Sure.
It was something like, what do you call this now? This
Like
musical
auditions.
auditions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was actually a competition, you know.
Oh, okay.
So when the chance presented itself that we should go on stage, me and Brenda, you know, we got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
I remember I was playing, she used to like the song by the Commodores when this guy was still with the Commodores. Who's this guy?
Lennon?
Lionel.
Yeah, Lennon Rich.
Yeah, the song is called 3 Times a Lady.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And you know, Brenda, at 9, man, at 9 years old, she could move on stage. She could.
Yeah.
My mom taught Brenda how to bow, how to move on stage, how to hold the mic, you know, how to project your voice. You know,
Sure.
she had all those. When she was still young, you must remember, Brenda, there's a picture there I'm going to show you,
Yeah.
where Brenda is 4 years. Yeah, there it is. I'll show you.
Sure.
I'll show you now. So she was already on stage when she was 4 years old. You know, so, yeah. And then that was just not an audition.
A competition.
No. Would you call it an audition before the competition, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, right. And then we won the competition.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I remember.
Like
man,
Nasha wonke umuntu who was there. Standing ovation,
Mfethu,
abodaki, bongamla, Muslim, Indians, coloureds.
ithi athi amaZulu imakancane kutshela indaba ongazange uyibuze.
Mina ngiyotshela laba abafuna ukuyazi. Ngizotshela laba abafuna ukuyazi. Tshela mina ngitshele laba abafuna ukuyazi.
Siyahola la. Sihola $600.
Jeez.
I'm
At
like
that age,
$600.
that was quite a lot.
I'm telling you, Brenda was 9 years old. So, uthi Brenda, manje iphi inyungu?
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Ngithi mina angithi kaloku inyungu sizoyisa kuma old age.
Yeah.
Uthi no manje la inguye eculwa yini?
Yes, sikhula.
Wena thatha kwakho
Nami
unikeze
ngithathe
kwakho.
kwami. Sure.
Ngithi no, it doesn't go that way. Brenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was angry at me, you know.
Eish.
Anyway, so yeah, that's how Brenda was. She exceeded our musical expertise.
Yeah.
Song like.
Wow, 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 wow. Like
And
indlela
then,
okhuluma
like
ngayo nje.
and like they say, and then we lived happily ever after.
That's how close you guys were.
Yeah.
Like, were you really that close with her?
I was very close with her. I've traveled extensively with Brenda.
Jeez.
I've traveled Africa, East Africa, Central Africa, North
Yeah.
Africa, and abroad.
Yeah.
And abroad, yeah.
And how was it like having a sister who's a star? You know, because she became this phenomenal star that is known not just like South Africa, it's known all over the world. And again, during the apartheid era times, you understand? Because like when they isibongo Saga Fassie, hence like you're saying, in the township, people they already knew about the Fassies, but when Brenda came, you know, she surpassed, you know, everyone. You understand? So it's like she took that what you call she puts the singing Themba Fassie into another level.
Sure.
You know, the baiting of enjoy Pagamiso Begale.
Sure.
You know, Pezul. So having a sister who's a star at that time or traveler, you know, you're going to Africa, you're going to America, you're going to Canada. How was it nje? Ukuvaya nje or having her? Was that opening doors for you also?
Fethu ngesasikhathi thina besifuna nje ukonwaba yabona.
Okay.
Besingacabanga into ezibhayi.
Celebrity.
Which was stupid, really. Come to think of it.
Now, yeah.
But anyway, I'm happy, man. I've traveled extensively worldwide, you know, Africa yonke and Europe, you know, and the Americas because of her. I've learned a lot of things on my escapades, no, Brenda, abroad.
Sure.
You know, like how to carry yourself, which is the best, one of the best things to do before you do anything else. You must make it a point that you're looking after yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
Wow, wow. Yeah. But did that change you? Because remember, ukhulela kwalanga, all of you nikhulela kwalanga, all of a sudden, sizubrand usema radioing uyacula, usema TV uyacula, she's going to Joburg, she's going to Africa, she's going to Europe. Did that change the personality and whereby now you felt like
no,
the superstars, the ego and all that?
No. One thing about my family, there was no ego trip here. Because we were wiser than ego itself, if there's anything like that.
Sure.
We never flexed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Benga flex, benga shy YouTube.
No, YouTube.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
No. You know, so I don't remember. I mean, when Brenda really made it, you know, I was already with her now. In fact, I joined her when she was already 6 years being famous. I joined later. You know.
Sure.
But my house was like, you know, tourists. Even now, before you came here, there were tourists.
There were tourists, yeah.
So people would come. My house was rather elevated into like a museum, you know. So.
Wow. Okay.
That's what fame does, eh?
Yeah.
It either breaks or makes.
Yeah.
Whichever comes first.
Yeah. Either it's gonna make you or it's gonna break you.
Yeah,
wow.
sure.
And now, how did you deal with her loss? Because I mean, like, it's Esther, you know, you know, and you've been very close, traveling, nenza yonke into, partying together, having fun, nonwaba. And how did J loss yakhe affected you? How did you deal with it?
Well, yeah, like when you lose your loved one or your sibling, you know, but it doesn't come. It chooses a time where it really gets to you, you know, because when Brenda was at hospital, man, it was. We took her to a hospital called Sunning Hill. Yeah. Which was about, not far away, we were staying in Bakliu in Jews.
Sure.
So she had a coma, so she couldn't speak, she couldn't eat, she couldn't do nothing. She just lay there. And for almost 9 to 12 days, man, there were people who were visiting that hospital. And all those people couldn't see Brenda. All of them, everything. Churches from all denominations, my brother.
Sure.
Ama Zion, Ama Church, Ama Wisile, you name it. They would go there every day, you know. You remember, I was so busy, I couldn't control everything.
Sure.
So I had to choose some of my friends, you know.
Sure.
To say, Exemenzi.
Sure.
Please, man, can you sit?
Delegate Spain, which means
There's a friend of mine called Utedi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I pray grants.
Sure.
Yeah, I kept on my researches.
Sure.
So that guy really helped me. So he could organize who's coming tomorrow, at what time, you know, a kind of a schedule.
Sure.
The hospital was like a buzz with people, my brother, you know, on a daily basis. Sure. So, and Brenda was in a, what do they call those private rooms? Yeah. Now, because when the doctors realized that everybody wants to see her,
oh, they had to see.
She suffered an infection as a result, and then she was transferred to this, what do they call it, an isolation ward, where now only designated people can go in there, you know, which was me and my family, Caroline Fassie, Skubuza Fassie, you know.
Sure.
Bongani and even Chico was there.
Sure.
So, yeah, and then she passed on the 9th day, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah, I
can
can tell. Yeah, no, I can tell because
Asiyekele uMaBrrr,
it's
man.
been
Hey.
it's been tough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been tough.
So
But it's one of those things.
yeah, it is, man. It is. But remember, you are a Fassie. You will always be a Fassie, and the legacy of Fassie must go on.
Sure.
So what is it that Themba is doing to make sure that the legacy of Fassie will live forever?
Well, my brother, let me tell you this. Me, it's myself, and a guy called Simpio Matole, and a guy called Peter Ndlala,
Sure.
and a guy called Yes Mose. We empower the youth, you know.
Sure.
At some point, we were all teaching theory like Langa High School.
Okay.
Yeah, on a daily basis.
Musical theory.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I even have students who come to my house.
Sure.
For piano lessons.
Piano lessons, yeah.
And then I would also get hired by some people from disadvantaged communities.
Sure.
Who are trying to help the youth. That I should go there.
Sure.
Hey, but the damn pandemic came along. And
Hey,
then
2020. It's vung vung. It's vung vung.
That thing was really a scourge.
Yeah,
it
was.
Messed up a lot of
Yeah,
things.
it was.
But you know, I'm not complaining, man. You know, God is there all the
Yeah,
time for us,
yeah,
and
yeah.
He's good all the time. So, but as is let's
Zindlulile.
yeah, zindlulile.
Yeah, and we're looking ahead.
So I'm still doing the teaching the youth from disadvantaged communities piano or voice,
Sure.
and I'm not asking for money until they bring money.
Yeah.
You know, yes,
Yeah.
because I know they can afford.
Yeah.
You know?
Sekas after all,
Sekas,
selection,
you know, yeah.
Yeah, but it's so good that you are passing on the
pen,
debate,
yeah.
you know, and the talent,
Sure.
so that really the Fassie legacy lives on.
Sure.
You know, so it must be something that it's going to be generational. Nalaba bezemva kwakho, you know.
Sure.
We don't know when and how they're going to blow up, but I'm definitely sure the day they make it, you know, they will give a lot of shout out to you guys,
Yeah.
to say I was taught by Themba
Yeah,
Fassie,
no, sure, man.
you know. And before Sivala when Yami, how has been South African journalism when it comes to the Fassie family? Just the South African journalism for you.
Yabona again, that's a tough one, my brother, because my take is that South African journalism, it's like they're making a mockery out of the ethics of journalism. And I could support my statement by telling you a lot of things that I don't want to divulge now concerning ilento 10-year kaBrenda watch yasemculweni,
Sure.
ukuthi how they what's the word, you know, they fabricated a lot of things, and they would splash that over on the third page, which is the most, like, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to mention the newspapers.
Of course not. Yeah, don't go there. Yeah.
So and they would write this, man, you know, and then 2 weeks later you get a small portion, you know.
To apologize.
That's it.
Yeah. Siyaxolisa. And bayifaka lapha ekugcineni. The last page.
Yeah, journalists, they need to get stories, man. Those guys, they would go and buy Brenda. Hey, Brenda, do some shit, man. You know, yeah. Excuse my French, eh?
Yeah.
Excuse
Sure.
my French, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, because they want a story.
They always want a scoop.
You know, yes, and it's fabrication, you know.
So fabrication cells.
You know,
Fabrication
yeah.
cells. Yeah, it's made up stories.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, now I'm enjoying myself like Cape Town since I came back, because I've got a band. I'm sorry, I'm backwards and go.
It's
because
okay.
I remember things late, you know.
Yeah, no, it's all
Because
right. It's all right.
I had, before the pandemic, okay, that band is still there. It's only they're doing other things now.
Sure.
So we meet from time to time.
Yeah.
And then I worked with a lady called Zami Mtingi. Hey, Zami Mtingi, man.
Yeah, she's a vocalist.
She's a vocalist, and you would love. I'm sure you would want to meet her.
I would love to.
I'm going to introduce you to that lady. Man. She's got a story to tell. She's a good singer, man. So she's the one actually who invited me to play. She had this band of colored guys.
Okay.
And then I insisted that, look here, man, you must come to my house. I just need to. I like your voice and thing. I'd like to write songs for you and stuff, because that's what I do.
Okay.
So we became friends, and then she invited me. She introduced me to this band, and then when this band is playing at a gig, when it's an interval, I would go on stage, me and Zami only, and play my songs, and Zami would sing my songs. And then the band says, "No, why don't you join our band, man?" So that
sure.
we do
Yeah.
It's called Jazim Nandi. Yeah.
Jazim Nandi.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what's the thing? So that band, we were rocking it all over these clubs, you know, and venues here in Cape Town. And even Clarence Ford would invite us to his gigs.
Sure.
All over the place. You know?
Yeah.
So, and also here in Langa and Cooks, I've got guys, when I have a gig, I just assemble guys.
Yeah.
I just assemble guys, and then we do the gig. And some time back, this lady, Tunokwe.
Tunokwe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tunokwe was here in Cape Town. Then this guy, Ace, Ace, yeah?
Yeah.
Organized me to organize a band. I mean, he asked me to organize a band, and then I directed music. So this is how these opportunities come for us musicians, because that's what we do, man. And
that's where your bread comes from, ne? Uphila ngayo lento le. And I think that's the best thing was kuyenza. You know, you're not a builder, unfortunately, you're not a carpenter.
Yes.
Yeah, but so into nayo your voice.
Sure.
You know, you've got the voice and you've got those fingers to do the magic in the keyboard and the piano. You know, so Taimalami, thank you so much, Rotman. We are really honored once again, you know, just to share the story of the Fassie. You know, I know like we can take the whole day or the whole week talking about the Fassies, because there's a lot of stories, you know. I mean, you are a family of 11. So if you had to tell a story about each and every sibling of yours, I mean, it will take us forever, you know. But what you shared with us, we really appreciate, you know.
I know you must always come and ask me more stories, and then I'll just send you the invoice.
Yeah. Also,
man, it was nice. It was nice knowing you. What you're doing is good, man.
Yeah.
You're trying to uplift the standards of our communities.
Sure.
And I wish you guys well.
Thank you.
In all your endeavors.
Thank you. Siyabonga. Thank you. I want those MaBrrr Keba clicks. What are those clicks? The MaBrrr Keba clicks.
No, MaBrrr Keba click. No, what does Makeba say? But mine is a saxoxa ngomxoxozi xa amaxesibe exakene ngengxoxo kugcwalekile kwaqhele xhukwana xa babexhaxela ixhwane.
Yeah, no, nizwele bafethu. I don't even know what that means, but one thing that I know.
Let me tell you what it means.
What does it mean?
Okay. You know, the white people say, watch your back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Watch your back.
Sure.
You know? I mean, I can't watch my back even up to this day, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what they meant. And then I found out that, what they mean is, hlala uhleli hlezi uhlatshwe ngamahlahla ehlotyeni. That's my parting shot.
Wow. Ithi sivale ke with Grootman Umtimbane bafethu. It was nice guys being here in Grootman Umtimbane as English Broken Business hlezi sithi beke libeke asimangli mang asi everybody. It's not everyone who comes to get such opportunities, you know. I mean, he's a legend himself and we are in a house whereby it's very, very busy, guys. You know, there's people coming in, people coming out because of the rich story that this family have, you know, the life and times of the Fassies. And we thank them for their lives. We thank them for the contribution that they've made, you know, in a South African landscape yomculo. You know, they've achieved so much. And as English Broken Business, we thank them for inviting us. And please do follow Grootman. I know he's not on Instagram, he's not on Twitter, but then you can find him on Facebook as Themba Fassie, Themba Fassie. You can find him there and also follow him. If you are interested to piano lessons, or maybe there's anything that you'd like about umculo, feel free to contact him. Strictly business. Saivala Bafet, it was nice being with you. Catch us next week with another exciting episode.
Yeah.
Jovi!